Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. Thanks very much for joining us again today. I've got a short video tutorial for you that will demonstrate how to make a Squarespace website. So if you're interested in making a website in Squarespace and you're looking at this video, obviously, there's a link in the description to this video for a free trial version of the Squarespace website maker. So if you just click that link, then you'll get your own personal copy of that as well. So if you want to try it out for free, all you need to do is click that link. And it's a very good website creator, and it's very simple and very intuitive to make a website in here. When you first log in and make an account, you should arrive at this screen exactly. So it should look exactly like this. It says we haven't made anything yet. We've got access to our dashboard here and the ability to purchase domains, as well as this big black button here, create website. So that's what we're going to work through today. So like I said, when you first log into the account, hit that little button there. And that will then begin us on the journey using this little wizard to take us through the process of making a website. So you kind of have to choose the category first. There's some presets here, and if you open text search there, if I looked at textiles, for example, you can see that when I search that one, you see some further options then. So if I go back for a second, I'm going to go and make a gaming one just for today's example. Okay, and then hit next down here. And then sort of asks you, a little bit about what you want to achieve with the website. And obviously you can change all of this afterwards, and all of these things are editable. But if you've got an idea of what you want your site to function as and what you want to achieve with it, it's a good idea to try and get that in at this stage, because it'll be just a quicker and more efficient process for you. So we're going to sell some services and sell some on-demand videos, for example. Okay, and there you go. And then where are you in the process? So in terms of where your business or your little hobby or whatever you're making a site for is at in that process. Okay, so is it collecting inspiration? Are you just formalizing an idea at the moment, or a project? Are you turning the project or hobby into a business? Or are you growing an existing business, or are you replacing? So there's different kind of levels of what you want to kind of work towards. We'll sort of grow an existing business. And obviously, those things aren't massive game changers. They just kind of allow the software and the wizard to guide you through the process a little bit more informed. So then it brings you to these templates. Okay, and I always say, if you watched the channel before, you'd have heard me say it, that you should always start with a template, no matter what you're making. So look for a template that's closest to what you want to achieve and that resembles something like the layout and the kind of basic design of what you have in mind, and then modify and edit that template to suit your needs. Okay, so that's the basic process behind not just making a site, but making a page or a form or whatever you need. Okay, so as you can see, a very extensive library of presets available to us on here as well. And as you may have saw at the top, there's the ability to filter some stuff as well. Okay, so you've got different categories that you can choose from, different types of website, and obviously, you can take your time and browse these extensively. So you'll find something that's, appeals to you eventually. Okay, so we'll go with this Pickle Perfection one. Whenever you see then a website template that you want to investigate, you can preview it there. And then if you want to start editing that site and modifying it to suit your needs, then start with it there. And you'll see that they've all got slightly different names as well. Okay, so don't be confused when you start that. This one's called Hester. When that loads up, that will then boot the website up in the website editor and then add that website to our library of sites. When you first log into Squarespace, you'll see this then as a website automatically, so you don't have to save it or anything like that. It asks you to give your site a title when you first set it up, and you can call it whatever you want. It asks you sort of, what are you going to be kind of selling and doing with the site? And obviously, you don't have to engage with this wizard. If you just want to get into the process of making a site, you can hit close up there. And then how and what's available to drive traffic to your site, as well as how to power an online store as well, in terms of a little bit of an advert for what's available within the Squarespace platform. So once you're through that, you've then got this little assistant that accompanies you through the first initial stages of setting your site up. And as you can see, we've got our website here viewable to us. Okay, so going through the process then of doing things specifically is something that we'll cover on videos on the channel. So have a look at what we've got available there for you, and we've got, you know, specific video tutorials on how to do specific things to your site in Squarespace available there as well. Okay, but in terms of how to make a website in Squarespace, that is it. We will then be able to enter the editing mode when you hit this little edit button up here, and then begin the modification process of your template that you've chosen to look and feel more like what you want to achieve in the end. So if you go through this little wizard, and that'll take you through all the different features. It kind of tells you that, you know, things are in blocks, and the Squarespace editor works a little bit differently. If you've used something like Wix in the past, that's got a kind of free editing. You'll see what I mean in a second. And then you can see that Squarespace uses that sort of columns and rows, so you can organize things and keep them justified. So you can see here, that's what this kind of wizard is basically explaining to us. There you go. And then how to resize stuff as well. It's quite simple. If I just skip this for a second, and you can see that I'm now in editing mode, and I'm able to chop and change the site and select things and edit text by just clicking on it. And as you can see, it follows the basic premise of once you click on something, the tools for that something appear just above it there. Okay, so have an explore, have a look through the different templates that are available, open up some of them, see what's available, and look at how they've been created, look at how they've been engineered and structured, and start to pick up the kind of overview of Squarespace yourself then. And that concludes our video tutorial. So don't forget that we've got a link available in the description to this video that'll give you your own little free trial version of the Squarespace editor. So click that if it's something you think you'd like to do. If you'd like more content of this nature and you like this kind of tutorial, then subscribe to the channel and give us a like. Make sure you hit the little subscription bell as well. And if you've got any ideas for future videos or any requests about anything you need to see, then leave that as a comment down below. Thank you very much.